Salve gente, benvenuti o ben ritrovati, ma come sempre e specialmente ben ritrovate su Dragon's Dogma 2. E no, non è Arise. Sì, Arise sì, ma Dark... com'è che si chiamava? Dark Arise? No. Oh mamma mia, la mia memoria sta andando a pezzi. Comunque facciamo la prova qui. Se non va bene anche a questo giro, lo salutiamo e ci riproveremo poi.
What are you doing here? I had not thought eight. Hold fast, soldiers!
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts. No more point down there. You've not seen that. Formidable foe. I hope we have not met our match. Supper. I said the thoughts. I don't want to know.
Non mi ha lasciato andare.
You'll have to excuse me. I have a job to attend to.
Che lavoro?
What's this? Where's the fiend gone? Has it fled? I can hardly believe it. I fought a Dullahan and she'll live to tell the tale. But, fie, I've just remembered. See, I hadn't thought I'd return alive, but I didn't want to worry my wife when I departed. So I took a letter with me just in case, and when the tide of battle threatened to overwhelm us, I sent a runner to bear it to my wife, mere moments before your arrival.
Questo non era quello che c'era venuto a cercare in quel villaggio distrutto all'inizio?
It would be an awkward thing for her to read my final farewell, only for me to arrive on the morrow, fit as a fiddle. Though I dare say she'd forgive me. It will be a blessing enough to see her again. I can ask for no more than that. Right, I'd best be off, if I'm to make it home before that letter arrives. Oh, and if I've not said it yet, thank you, sir. I'm well and truly in your debt.
Lady, non sa.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics.
Allora, intanto salviamo. Ci ha detto... Non dico cosa, ma si capisce. Si è ritirato.
Oh, now here's a surprise. At least all our efforts weren't for naught. Ah, I'll have to remember to tell my own master about this. It's taking every ounce of my strength just to remain standing. Will this march never end?
I fear for our chances if we were to be set upon now.
You've my gratitude.
Ok.
We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
Andiamo a riferire alla cara mogliettina che il marito tornerà presto domani mattina. O se preferite alla mogliera che il marito tornerà tardi domani sera. Oh, insomma, si può fare.
Sir Arisen, I cannot thank you enough for what you've done for us.
You've my humblest gratitude, sir. If not for you, I'd ne'er have made it home. Still, I doubt this is the last we'll be hearing from Sir Ludolf. He's not like to admit defeat after only one attempt. Where will I be sent next, I wonder?
Have you not heard, my love? Sir Ludolf has fallen deathly ill.
He has?
Aye, he was poisoned. From the tell of it, 'twas concealed in a gift. A bottle of wine or some such.
Probabilmente è stata lei.
But I suppose 'tis not so surprising. A dastardly man like that must have had no shortage of enemies.
True enough. I'm sure no few held a grudge against him for all he's done.
Indeed. Perhaps one might call this his just deserts.
Vedi? Bene. Andiamo a dormire, va. Ah, proprio un quadrato.
I've heard some interesting tidings about town.
Regarding the Vermundian military, yes?
'Twould seem the Queen Regent has made significant alterations to the chain of command.
Today. Such quietude is a blessing. I'm in fine fettle today.
Le basi da oggetti. Questo lo vendiamo. Essenza cristallina lasciata da un fantasma. Può essere usata per migliorare l'equipaggiamento. Virtù d'acciaio, lama riservata agli ufficiali di alto rango dell'esercito vermundiano. Metallo glaciale, splendido a vedersi, apprezzato dai migliori cavalieri. Però io non ci faccio una ceppa. Stiamo a posto. A te tieni libri. Ok. Facciamoci una bella dormita, va? Ma fino a se ne
We
va.
must rest, though the sun is still up.
Magari di notte escono fuori. La tua pedina è tornata da oltre la faglia. È stata un'avventura ricca di esperienze e di lezioni. Ho aperto molte serrature portando a nuove scoperte. Cercherò di sfruttare questa esperienza nel vostro viaggio. Valutazione ricevuta un pollice su, niente uguale. Cili ricevuti 109. Missione pedina non impostata. Invia deposito.
All I've learned, I shall turn to your service, Arisen.
It's an odd thing to wake after the sun has fallen.
Shall
Se
we check
diventi
our
un...
packs and be off?
Se diventi un vampiro, la cosa è normale.
I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
Still too early to set out.
Last night's scuffle.
Chance to lift my feet up is as welcome as mine as.
I'm sure I can handle this.
Rolling is more tedious than it looks.
Got to earn all the gold I can while I'm here. I hope I've not left all undone.
You!
This might contain useful information.
A thorough perusal might reveal aught of interest.
My bed calls and I shan't resist. Well met.
Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Come take a look. You'll be glad you did.
Prima vendiamo. Potenzia equipaggiamento. Corna di Sauro. Penna di grifone. Corno di goblin. Pelle di vermaligno. Beh. Questo però posso fare. Scaglia di Sauro e coda di Sauro. Sì. Mm. Furia del rapace. Ok. Abito delle pianure.
All catch your eye? Just say the word. Do come again.
I cannot wait to put this new equipment to use.
Let us hope 'tis not mere frippery.
Fancy a look at my wares? Could have sworn I ought to attend. Need anything?
Mayhap I'll seek out a town I've yet to visit.
Here's hoping this season you...
I'm in no mood for talk. I'm in no mood for talk.
Perché no?
Lovely. I might stay a while. What do you think? Does this suit me?
Che è una fornaia?
I've not the patience to deal with you just now.
Peccato, signor.
Some of us get complacent. Life can be tiring even if you've no troubles.
Boots lace, belt strapped. I'm ready for patrol. I'm in no hurry to leave. My shit done. I'm off to the tavern.
Chissà se sta al bar, ah. Andiamo un po' a vedere. Magari c'è.
Greetings, Your Majesty. Have you a moment to speak?
Welcome.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. A place with books likely to entice Magistrate Waldo, you say? Naught springs to mind, I'm afraid. Kendrick of the Gracious Hand is versed in many things. Perchance he knows of such a place?
Ah, già vero, devo andare a depositare quei cavolo di dischi.
Could you come over here?
Should your pack grow over full, have no fear. I'll lighten your load by spreading it out among us. Nothing to report, I'm afraid.
You! I fancy a point. Not at the expense of my duty. This looks like trouble.
I'm always doing about a dozen things at once.
hours seem to fly when I'm here.
All this quiet makes me itch to cause a stir. It's a blessing. Everyone's busy with their own affairs, I see. I've been on my feet all day.
La ballata del mendicante. Ah, sono 3.
When does my watch end? I've clean forgotten. Suppose I ought to earn my pay. Always a fresh breeze.
I've got the sharpest ears in town.
Wish I didn't have to work to earn my bread. I wonder what room is the morning. You want something? Spit it out or piss off. Piss off or I'll gut you. Make it quick. I ain't got all day.
The pursuit of betterment is... This is a place of prayer. Do keep your voice low. Do not approach me. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. It is my duty to devote my life to prayer and virtue.
Ma non è che l'abbiamo ammazzato?
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
Guarda la roba. Dovrà spiegare un cuore, no?
We have found the material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
Feeling weary. Let me alone. I'm not out here for fun, you know.
Albert nei bassi fondi sembra cavarsela bene, ma persino gli altri mendicanti sono stupiti della quantità di denaro che possiede, nonostante le sue condizioni. Ah, vedi, hai ottenuto gli indumenti indossati da un nobile a cui piace travestirsi da mendicante. Consegna gli abiti da mendicante. Porta gli abiti da mendicante a chi può esserne interessato.
Wonder how long this job
We're too low to stock up on the basics. Flour, salt, fat.
Aye, sir. What I can do for you? What? You mean to say my Albert's a noble and has only been pretending to be a beggar? That can't be true. Earning a living in the slums isn't easy, but Albert and I, we promised each other we'd try our hardest to make ends meet. We've been working toward that all this time. And you're saying 'tis all a lie? I don't want to believe such madness, but nor can I deny that these garments are my husband's. Pray, tell me where you found them. I must see this for myself.
We scarce afford to keep us fed these days.
They had I ought to be getting home.
Tiring, even if you've no troubles.
I ain't gonna make any coin here.
Not many rumours to be had around here. Not my kind of place, this.
Io mi ricordo che era qui, io gli diedi pure i soldi all'inizio.
Naught but trouble here. I'll best move along.
Mayhap I'll set out on my own.
You! Such worn out gear.
Here, if you please.
You!
Time to find me a mark.
Won't someone do aught about this? Anywhere's better.
This is where I come when life gets overwhelming.
A sto punto me la prendo.
Oh, I can't complain. Looks like we both got some time on our hands.
No one's coming to my aid.
Cioè, dormi Con le scarpe e che i vestiti da giorno. Che brava.
Recruits to train, arms to procure. No time for sleep.
Allora, andiamo a prendere un cuore di drago fatto, perché mi sa che è morto il tizio.
Wonder what's going on in town. Might go and see.
Well dead. Weary.
Something good will come of today. I just know it.
Can't wait for the new.
E ora dormiamo fino al mattino.
A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the morrow.
Eh sì.
A good sleep does wonders. Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Just about anywhere.
This place is awful dull. Don't complain, mate.
There's no telling what will happen if I linger here. In a right state. Wickedness, true faith must come from the spirit, not me.
I sleep on my woes, mayhap they'll go away.
Do not approach me.
E qui non c'ha. Tocca andare su.
What am I supposed to do? I end up feeling weary even after a day of rest.
As soon as my shift's done, I'm off to the tavern.
Shared someone to share this sport. There's comfort in the humdrum of daily life. Oh dear.
Seems my feet always used to anymore. All this hustle and bustle
Time to
puts
head
me
to
right at home. I've more time than I know how to spend.
I quite like it here.
out at last. Someone talk about this.
I like to come here when I'm
Would that such peace reigned eternal.
This is where I come when life gets overwhelming.
What was it I had planned for the morrow?
Mappa. Ah, qui capita un altro tizio. Beh, è finta. È uno sgabuzzino, che dà?
I am in no mood to consort with riffraff. I am in no mood to consort with riffraff.
You need a permit to enter Batal, but they've become quite difficult to acquire of late, unless you're a merchant. Mind, rumour has it that it's easier for beastrons to obtain them, perhaps because Batal's more of a beastron nation. That's led to some people acquiring beastron masks, of all things. Seems a bit much, if you ask me. Come to think of it, I've nary a clue as to where one would go to apply for a permit to begin with.
Ah, abbiamo un'altra scheda. Copa volante, una scheda volante. Per ora quelle non volano, a meno che i prezzi, quelli sì, quelli volano. Che bel letto.
I like to come here when I need a minute to think.
Can't help but talk in a whisper.
Predicament.
Is this a challenge arisen to see who can keep pace? Let us endeavour to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
"'Tis here that the bodies of those who fall in vermin are first. I beg you to conduct yourself with care, and with a reverence befitting of one who walks among the dead. Perhaps you've a moment to spare, an ear to lend. You are more than welcome to." Mine is a life devoted.
Wakestone shards are worth their weight in gold when one.
Kendrick.
Has enough of to combine. We ought to keep it with care. Let we lose it.
My humblest thanks.
Era morto. Ma vai a te a cercarlo. E sa perché sono morti.
What do you want?
Un bacetto? Me lo dai? Ah, altezzoso.
Only person I believe in is myself.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients. We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
I'm the spirit of a woman half my
Now here's a welcome sight.
You're really doing bad enough for it. I'm too tired.
You! From bad to worse. So tired. I'd kip just about anywhere. When does my watch end? I've clean forgotten.
Oops.
You!
Times are hard. I'm barely scraping by. Why? Why me? There's no telling what's happening behind the ears.
The heavens have forsaken us. All is well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Many thanks. May fortune... hold on a moment, Sir Arisen. Perchance you would be willing to aid me with another matter. You see, one of the children we care for here at the Gracious Hand has gone missing. Malcolm, his name is. He's a steady lad. I can't imagine he would have run away. This building's very old. It could be that he's found himself in some strange corner of it. Might I impose on you to...
I suppose it goes without saying that our first step ought to be gathering information. Right you are. Follow me then, unless you doubt my sense of direction.
Where's my gang? My floors could use a trim.
What about this place makes me nervous? What's going?
Un bambino di nome Malcolm è scomparso. Chiede in giro se qualcuno sa dove è andato. Mi parleranno?
The other day, I chanced to see a most resplendent ox cart on the high road. Now, that's not so strange, but guess who I saw riding in it? Poor little Daphne. I doubted my eyes, I did, and rightly so, as it turned out to be a young boy. The resemblance was so uncanny I mistook him for her. Gave me a right shock, let me tell you. Odd to think a young noble should so closely mirror a girl of the slums. Their faces may match, but the lives they lead are as different as night and day. Aye, 'tis a cruel world we inhabit.
Even great. Is it true you're the Arisen? That's what I've heard anyhow. Only, I seem to recall someone else boasting of being the Arisen over in the tavern about 6 months ago. Just be sure you play your part well, whatever the truth. The Arisen takes the crown here in Vermont, after all. The fella Drake or two, and I reckon you'll earn the people's faith. Good luck to you.
Malcolm, All he's doing of late is picking through rubble. Don't know why he bothered.
Oi, get out of my face! You fond of those eyes? Keep them to yourself.
Oh there, faring all right? Got any arms for a man down on his... I've had well enough of you. And what do you want? I've had well enough of you. What business would you have with a humble farmer? I've had well enough of you.
If you want my advice, heed no advice, save your own. If you want my advice, heed no advice, save your own.
Piss off or I'll gut you. Oi, get out of my face.
Not much going on hereabouts. Got a hankering for anything in particular?
We ask but a few coin for your entertainment. We ask but a few coin for your entertainment.
What business would you have with a humble farmer?
My, you are persistent. My, you are persistent.
My, you are persistent.
There's orcs watching me. I swear it.
My, you are persistent.
It will take a better mind than mine to solve this.
Never should have done, and nary a coin to show for it.
Maybe he was hoping to find something shiny among the rubble. Wonder if he found... Maybe he was hoping to find something shiny among the rubble. What?
Got anything to spare?
Malcolm's been really into exploring of late. Just the other day, he was going around telling anyone who'd listen about how he was an ox hair away from making some big discovery. I wonder what it was Malcolm found. Treasure?
Let me alone, I pray you.
Quindi dove cacchio sarà andato sto Marco?
Bugger off if you want to see the morrow. Wag that tongue at me again, and I'll cuss it out.
I'm quite sure I wasn't dreaming. But ox carts don't run so late at night. Was it a phantom then? I shudder to think. Ask someone else. I've naught left to offer.
In my line of business, patience is key.
Sì, si vede che ne avete tante.
Say, I've noticed you walking around questioning people. Looking for information? If I were you, I'd pay a visit to the jail next, if you haven't already. The place is full of unsavory characters, as one might expect, who've seen things ordinary citizens aren't privy to. I should know. I was among their company till just recently.
Stands on end.
Sets my thoughts down dark paths, this place.
Let's be heading home.
You'll pass me by, just like all the...
Naught I can do but wait for death to claim me.
Can scarce afford to keep us fed these days.
Not my kind of place, this.
I'm not much of a talker, mate.
Non le ami? Ma neanche le odi. Ah. Scopri dove si trova Malcolm. Bassi fondi. Mappa dell'area. Niente da fare, eh? Facciamo prima a fare così. Malcolm. Si trova nel pozzo? Beh, si chiama un pozzo di scienza.
Was I lacking in devotion?
Not my kind of place.
Sarebbe bello togliere le macerie qui. Allora, pozzo.
I wonder what it was Malcolm found. Treasure?
Ah, ma si estende anche da verso casa mia.
sort benefit from all this sunshine.
My legs are fair numb from walking about town.
Master, I vow to weigh my every word before speaking, and when in doubt...
You don't need a permit to get into Batar. Just hide in the back of an ox cart, eh? It works. Mind, you've got to avoid the guard's line of sight. But it's easy enough. I should know, I've done it.
Tubria, mezzo dei campi di Gran Turco. Vabbè. Questo è grano. Dovrebbe.
I'm in no rush. The other day, I chanced to see a most resplendent ox cart on the high road. Now, that's not so strange, but guess who I saw riding in it? Poor little Daphne. I doubted my eyes, I did, and rightly so, as it turned out to be a young boy. The resemblance was so uncanny I mistook him for her. Gave me a right shock, let me tell you. Odd to think a young noble should so closely mirror a girl of the slums. Their faces may match, but the lives they lead are as different.
Magari uno è stato abbandonato. Sai com'è? I giapponesi ci vanno a nozze con queste storie così strane.
I lament this calling I've chosen.
I'm gonna give the ox some feed.
Don't think you're safe just because you're in the city. Monsters have gotten bolder of late and more ferocious. One found its way inside the common quarter just the other night. Much blood was spilled before the thing was cold. You could say 'twas an ill twist of fortune, but mayhap we ought to be better prepared for such incident. I wonder if building a nice high wall is out of the question.
Got to focus. My head will roll if aught goes awry.
Now, where was I headed?
Got to focus.
Have you business in Batal? Then you, good sir, will require an entry permit. Don't go thinking you can slip through the border checkpoint without one. Too many scoundrels are trying that of late. Trade twixt our nations may be on the upswing, but passage of regular civilians is still closely monitored. So, should you seek entry in future, I bid you take the proper channels.
I've a pressing duty to which I must attend.
All I've got left in my aches and pains.
I'm in it now. No sense getting cold feet.
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
We're not allowed to talk during missions, sir.
Ah, sei in missione? Io pensavo fossi seduto.
Tranquil places such as this.
Time to be heading home.
Suppose I ought to earn my pay.
I must be vigilant. The townspeople depend on
Some
me.
call it culture, I call it dull.
You!
Where to now?
Dove mi porterai a sto giro?
Fancy a look at my wares?
You!
E fin qui.
You!
Any loose coin about? Enough to make you rich.
You! You!
Conosce solo quella parola?
And precious little time.
You!
This looks
My, I'm trapped like a rat in a cage. This Arisen's both shrewd and fleet of foot.
Chi sei?
Ah, 'tis obvious, no? I am an agent, of a sort. Let's just say there are some who don't want you wandering about as you please. I was to report on your comings and goings, you see. But I suppose that job's over, now you've found me out. So, how about it, friend? Will you let me go? I've no reason to trouble you any further. Aye, aye. You'll have your coin. That's how this works, isn't it?
È vero.
Glad we understand each other. I'll be on my way then.
We allowed the agent to flee. I cannot help but wonder whether it was the right choice.
I'm not sure what to tell you.
Semplicemente non me ne frega niente. Tutto lì.
Places such as this nourish the spirit.
What have you come for then? Welcome to Bjorn's Armory, and quality is what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember, many thanks. I appreciate the business.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
Scusami, ma posso andare ai vestiti?
Welcome to Bjorn. Quality is what you need if you want to survive.
Infatti. Mappa da mago 4000. Questa è 1200. Veste clericale. Beh.
So before you check the price, just remember, my
Mia Smith 3.
Just die early deaths. Many thanks. I appreciate the business.
Places such as this nourish the spirit.
Comincia a essere vestita decentemente al teatro.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
My niece.
Wait for the new equipment to come in. Naught to look forward to, but a long day of work.
Not sure why I patrol it, if I'm honest. Can't you see I'm on duty?
No, non lo vedo.
Got work needs doing. Not many rumours to be had around here.
What business would you have with a humble farmer?
Non lo so.
I know so little of this world and of myself.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself. This is a place of prayer. Do keep your voice. Might I beg but a moment of your time? You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Do not approach me. Chaos in the world begins with chaos of the mind. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Is Malcolm all right? We were supposed to go exploring together, but I overslept and he went without me. Wish he'd woken me up. I was really looking forward to going down into those vaults. Oh no, I wasn't meant to tell anyone that.
I suppose we'll be wanting to report back now.
My prayers will surely be rewarded, and it is my duty to devote my life to forging a world of good.
Just where are these vaults exactly? Let us return to Sir Kendrick. Perchance he will know more. Ah, yes. I know just where to find this person. Follow me.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Vaults, you say? By my knowledge, they were sealed off. Ah, but you mentioned rubble, aye? Then perhaps the lad found a way through.
Si vede.
Come, I fear there's not a moment to lose. Pray, follow me, and quickly. I believe this is the place to which the children were referring. Look there, a hole. Could he have passed through here? There is naught to be done but have a look for ourselves. The passage ahead looks small, but we may be able to squeeze through. Let us make haste.
Adesso sì, no?
If I sleep on my
Tell us, Val. It was once the Beastren kingdom.
Fascinating.
Indeed. Though 'tis not widely known among the common folk. We cannot break it from this side.
Perhaps.
Malcolm, thank goodness you are unharmed. You have my eternal gratitude, Sir Arisen. Now I can breathe freely at last.
Sir Kendrick? You'll never believe what I've found. It's just up ahead. Books, sir. Books, books, and more books. It's like some sort of secret workshop.
Ole!
Truly, perhaps we ought to take a look.
Shall we follow, Master?
I quite agree. Danger might lurk anywhere. Where every shadow. And
Heavens above!
Isn't it amazing? And I found it. Me.
'Tis quite a find indeed. Is this some manner of archive? Why, I've ne'er seen so many books. This collection must be worth a fortune. 'Tis a veritable treasure trove of wisdom. Might I ask that you not share the existence of this place with others, Sir Arisen? We cannot allow the knowledge accumulated here to be misused or mistreated. We ought to entrust its care to someone worthy, someone who can appreciate its true value. Pray tell me if you know of such an individual. As for you, Malcolm, I forbid you from telling anyone else about this place. 'Twill be our little secret.
Oh, but...
However, in exchange for your silence, you may come and go as you please. Let's investigate this place's secrets together, eh?
Tis quite a collection of tomes. I'm sure I'd be seeing stars were I the scholarly sort.
I quite agree.
This place is amazing. I knew I'd find something down here, but I never... expected this.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Chissà perché l'hanno richiuso questo.
The books ne'er seem to end.
Ah.
The same foe again.
Must finding these be so
E
difficult?
stiamo a 4.
A splendid discovery.
Ha! I'll have to remember to tell my own master about this. Is there no getting through this door?
Salviamo. Rami secchi. Questa è una cripta.
Water is nigh invisible in this gloom. No few times has an overconfident step soaked my boots.
I dare say that's part and parcel of the adventurous trade.
Chiusa. Quindi le casse si possono spaccare. Deve esserci qualcosa, ma non... boh, non riesco a interagirci.
Wouldn't say no to a nice, juicy beast steak.
Gotta crack a few skulls if you want to be topped off.
I suppose I can finish it tomorrow.
I ain't gonna make any coin here.
Stay away from me, Puddinghead. I was taught not to speak with strange folk.
Testa di rana.
Here you are, sir.
Oh! Personalità delle pedine. Ogni pedina ha uno dei 4 tipi di personalità. Sì. La rianimazione delle pedine, le missioni delle pedine, i resoconti della pedina principale. Le insegne delle pedine, gli ordini delle pedine. Specializzazioni. Le specializzazioni sono delle abilità ottenibili soltanto dalle pedine. Non è detto che siano benefiche, visto che permettono alla pedina di agire in autonomia, il che può portare a conseguenze inaspettate. Ciò nonostante, con un po' di pazienza, cura e giocando d'anticipo, le specializzazioni possono anche risultare molto utili e può valere veramente la pena provarla. Specializzazione guaritore. Questa specializzazione permette alla pedina di usare di sua iniziativa dei rimedi per curare la Ryzen e gli altri alleati. Le pedine che non hanno questa abilità possono usare degli oggetti solo su se stesse, vedi? Amante della logistica, questa specializzazione permette alla pedina di trasferire gli oggetti dalla borsa di un alleato a quella di un altro, come ritiene più opportuno. Inoltre le permette anche di combinare i materiali in totale autonomia. Dadi avventura. Horizon. 13 ore? Ricevuti dalla pedina principale 2. Cuoricino 3. Rianimazioni subite 9. PNG. Rigali fatti. PNG con affinità massima. Pietre di teletrasporto utilizzate 3. Combinazioni eseguite 26. Pensamenti vermundiani 25. Cuori di drago usati. Tutti altri 1. Esplorazione del mondo. Nemici abbattuti. 400 in totale, di cui la metà sono goblin. Vabbè.
How'd I wind up here anyhow? Got something for me?
I'm dead tired.
Suppose that's enough for one day.
If I stay here,
Come hanno fatto ad arrivare là? Questi non lo so. ci fa quel tizio lassù? Tomo dell'amante della logistica. Tomo che conferisce a una pedina la specializzazione amante della logistica. Ah. Sono dei tomi.
I dare say there's no getting through this door without the key. Brute force.
We shall await you here, master.
Like it or not, I must go where duty calls me.
This place is full of gold. Can't complain, mate.
Sbaglio sempre cella.
Well, have you found some place I might sate my scholarly curiosities?
Sotto la casa della misericordia.
Oh, to think such a place existed. How very curious. Guide me outside, then. If you can deliver me from this pit, I ought to be able to find the rest of the way on my own.
So, I barely the thing to Tom.
Like it or not,
Oh, good. You return. I find myself on edge when you stray from my line of sight.
Anche perché tanto a me non ha
This should be far enough. My thanks. If you truly are arisen, then I swear to someday repay this debt I owe. Words may be wind, but there's naught else I can offer you at present. Pray visit me if you've the time or inclination. Mayhap the knowledge I've gained reading tomes of Eld could be of some use to you.
Keep things interesting.
Our errand is nearly done. And not a moment too soon.
We ought to make the delivery now, lest it should end up lost or misplaced.
Tis no great shock to me.
Feel eyes on my back, watching. Gladly stay a while.
Would that I could spend all
What's to do?
There is surely no fate more wretched than this.
Lo dici tu.
Let's take it easy today.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen.
Il magistrato.
It seems Magistrate Wardor has been safely delivered from his cell. The man's dedication to justice shall doubtless be a great boon to our cause. Mayhap 'twould be prudent to visit man on occasion, and avail yourself of his vast stores of wisdom. Now, would you be so kind as to return the key I lent you? I thank you. Pray, take this. Consider it remuneration for your Majesty's efforts.
Ah, pietre del teletrasporto, bene.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. While examining the palace ledger for evidence of the Queen Regent's misdeeds, I made a curious discovery. For some time now, it seems she has been diverting a veritable mountain of gold to the daily purchase of sweet crown flower. What's more, this inexpedient spending habit is recorded to have begun the very day on which Arthur, the would-be arisen, appeared on the scene. This cannot be mere happenstance. I can only conclude that these sums are passing into the hands of Arthur himself. Yet 'tis strange, for sweet crown flowers only grow on the eastern edge of Vermont. I dare say 'twas not an item chosen idly. Mayhap this knowledge will guide us in our pursuit of the false sovereign. 'Tis a frail hope, to be certain. Yet all the same, I would ask that your Majesty venture to Vermont's eastern edge and probe into this young man's origins. I am glad to hear it, for I cannot shake the feeling that uncovering the identity of the false sovereign is the key to unraveling Deeza's scheme and securing your enthronement.
Ok. Direi di andare a casa, svuotare le tasche e di salutarci. Un po' di missioni l'abbiamo fatta oggi, no? Anello intriso di potere aumenta leggermente la salute massima. Insomma. Questo lo vendiamo, questo lo vendiamo. Per ora a posto così. Sacca velenifera di ragno. Cuore di drago, perfetto. Allora no, prima di salutarci andiamo alla Gilda.
I would be glad to demonstrate the efficacy of my mage skills, should you desire magical assistance. I would gladly be of aid, Arisen.
What's this I smell? I'm in no hurry.
I can but cruise at your neck.
No shame in letting down your hair now and then.
Have you come to be curious of other vocation? While it is admirable to devote, particularly if you are eligible for a special vocation, heretofore unseen opportunities of exciting potential.
Allora, lista da lince. Freccia turbinante. Bella. Aura miracolosa. Versione pensata di aura guaritrice, più duratura, che cura infiamme, lesioni da freddo, svenimento, sonno, silenzio, inzuppamento, oleosità, incendiamento, congelamento e avvelenamento e stordimento, ci metterei. Intervento divino. Riduce la durata degli status alterati che ti affliggono. Rango 6. Radiosità. Permette alla tua lanterna di consumare meno olio e illuminare un'area più vasta. Beh. Lasciamoci qualche punterello per dopo. Solennità. Premi il tasto a segnare per iniziare silenzio avversari per un certo periodo di tempo, impedendogli di parlare e recitare incantesimi. Non è male.
Business has been better, but I shan't complain. Always a pleasure.
Ah, la ballata del mendicante. Il villaggio senza nome.
Fancy a look at my wares?
Now there's a worthy prize, if only 'tweren't so far away.
Quello premio.
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? Fancy a look at my wares?
Are you in the market for something in particular?
Zanna selvaggia. Arco intagliato dai denti di una bestia rara. È una rarità e molto apprezzato per le sue eccezionali prestazioni. A 17, ce ne ho 15. Ah. Pietre del cercatore. Vedi. Giorno di goblin silvestri.
Always a pleasure.
Time to see how this new equipment fares in the field.
Let us use it well, that it might prove a worthy investment.
Bene. Come abiti pure... Ah, ecco, ce l'ha lo squarcio. In momenti neanche si vedeva. Quell'altra ce l'aveva, più su ce l'aveva. Vabbè. Al prossimo giro cambiamo anche gli abiti, dovremmo stare a posto.
Beg pardon, sir, but have you any information about what happened here? A couple were found dead, you see. Poor Albert was stabbed from behind, and Selena, by all appearances, ended her own life after killing him. I can't fathom it. I knew the both of them, and I cannot imagine Selena doing such a thing, let alone to her dear husband. One witness claims Selena was turned away from a noble's estate shortly before the incident. But how could that possibly have led to aught so gruesome as this?
The false sovereign has been an enigma for far too long. What say we make for Vermon's eastern edge and investigate him? Of a Rafa. Idea of where our destination lies. Shall I show you there, Master?
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Certo che eravamo vicini di casa. Rimane solo quello. Ah, non è poi neanche tanto lontano. Oddio, non è tanto vicino. Però. È perfetto. Siamo pure di casa.
Could you come over here?
Shall we get some rest then?
Perfetto,
Our
direi.
adventure continues.
Esatto. Allora, loro due sono di livello 17 probabilmente. È ora di cambiare le pedine.
Can't help but talk in a whisper when I'm here.
I love waking up knowing anything slow and steady gets the job done. I've been on my feet all day. My legs are as lead.
Queste ombre così sono non per colpa del gioco, ma sono io che per salvare più memoria possibile e far sì che il gioco sia più fluido possibile. Ho tolto delle cose che magari abbellivano un po' di più. Siamo qui.
I have a modest talent for spotting material that can be used to enhance your equipment.
This piece will make a fine souvenir of our travels together.
'Twill be an honor to serve by your side.
Ne sono altre? Beh, quelle sono di 17. Insomma, Tane? Si chiama come un mio amico. Gentile. 17, veramente. Care.
A troubling rumour has reached my ears, and methinks I ought to share it. 'Tis said there is an illness pawns can contract beyond the rift that inflicts unspeakable harm on those around them. As it progresses, the pawn gradually loses all self-control, and in time will even cease to heed the Arisen's commands.
Indeed. Well, we shall have to remain watchful, lest one of our company should start showing signs of this sickness.
Ok.
Days like this make me glad to be alive.
Nice nodded
What
off for a
delight
moment.
might there be to find in town today?
Not I.
Stomach's at the best.
Ci siamo. Salve a tutti, maschio e manettino. Domani riprendiamo da qui. Va bene gente, è stato divertente, ci vediamo alla prossima. Bella a tutti.